And we are back for another episode of The Quest.
Do we got a good one?
Oh, yeah, definitely got an interesting one to talk about tonight. Oh,
Indeed.
my God. I actually,
Indeed.
we might actually go over I'm just going to put it out there tonight. We might
We may
actually
go
go
over?
over, we might actually go over talking about this one. Because,
Oh, man.
it's a weird one. This is,
It was.
oh,
Definitely
God.
weird.
It was
Good,
a shocker.
but
A shocker.
it was a mind fuck for me, okay? I'll put it out that way.
See,
Right from the start.
I'm used to the mindfucks. The mindfuck
Mhm.
movies, I actually enjoy the mindfuck movies, but I didn't see this one coming. Like, I knew it was
Yeah.
going to be a weird one from the trailer,
Oh, yeah.
but
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know it was going to be like the artsy weird shit like that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a while since I've seen shit like this.
Very creative. And by the way, we're speaking about, what was it again?
This one,
Here I go.
for the visual people, you see it right here, guys. Okay, that's the movie we're doing, and you see that URL right there down below. Get in it. Get in that URL. That's very important. All things Noble and Noble affiliated. Discord, websites, YouTube's, fucking everything. Everything's there. Even your mom's address is in there.
Of course.
Yeah, we know. We know. Make you.
And
Your,
she's
we're gonna make
waiting.
you our kids.
She's waiting.
Yes, with arms and legs wide open.
That's it.
For the audio people, okay, the ones listening over on the platforms like Apple and Spotify, and actually, I was doing a search the other day, and
iHeartRadio.
apparently we're in a lot of other places besides that. Apparently,
Oh, we are.
We
We
are.
are.
We are in a lot of
iHeartRadio.
places.
Yes, sir.
some
For
places
radio
that I haven't
lover.
even heard of, like everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Like holy
Some
shit!
crazy stuff. Yeah.
But for you guys listening on the audio platforms of your choice, the URL that you are looking for is linktr.ee/NOBULL_GI. That is linktr.ee/Noble_GI. Go to that. That is all things Noble and Noble affiliated. And the movie that we're doing tonight is called Crimes of the Future.
I'm glad you remember because I am so unprofessional that I literally I went blank there in the intro.
Well, I don't want to. I would love to take credit for this. I would love to take credit for the fact that I remembered it. I probably would have because I've been writing about it all morning. But
Yeah.
I also have the shit right in front of me. So
Oh, yep.
So,
Yep.
I mean,
I'm a little more lazier, you know. I'm a little more lazy.
it's just what it is. But yeah, that is the movie we're talking about tonight. And
Yes, we are.
oh my God, like
Yeah. Imagine a world where pain is no longer an issue,
see,
and it's replaced. Basically, pain it becomes sex.
pretty much, which
Yeah.
dives real deeply into the masochistic shit, right? Which is, I get that,
Yes, it
you know,
does.
it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not, here's the thing. This is the crazy part that makes me kind of scared. I understood this movie more than I should have. Like, I get it
But
because
the
of
movie-
the shady ass shit that I've been throughout my whole life. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what that's about. Okay.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. Me, I'm a little more, I guess, less experience.
You've been a good boy. You've been a good boy for the majority of your life.
I'm a good, gentleman.
Yeah.
But oh my God, was this a mind fuck? I mean, it went from everything from loving people would cut themselves and fucking
I seen
pleasure.
I seen the I forget her name. I can never. I'm not even going to pronounce her name. She's a really she's a really good French actress. I cannot remember. Oh man, I'm going to try to butcher her name real quick. It's
her name
Leah Savdo. Yeah. Savdo, I think it is, because usually in French the X is usually silent, like faux, like it's not folks, it's faux. So I think
that was Caprice, right?
Yeah, that was Caprice.
Yeah,
there was a point in the movie where she gave his open stomach wound a blowjob.
Yeah, I was. Dude, you stole it from me. I actually have it highlighted right here. Dude, fucking. So
starts giving head to his open wound in his chest.
Fucking wound. So he goes and gets a zipper, so he no longer has to keep cutting himself, right? And fucking, she just starts digging in the motherfucker. Oh my God! And the funniest part was like he leans his head back in pleasure and goes like, "Make sure not to spill anything."
Yeah,
God. I died, dude. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
This movie was. I've watched a lot of weird movies. This was up there with like Repo, the Genetic Opera. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Never seen it.
It was a musical. Think of something like this, but a lot more gory, and it was a musical.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an older movie from way back in the day, like a good decade ago, maybe even more. But I'm not saying that this movie's like that, but the whole premise of like,
that vibe. Yeah.
This kind of it was like, and you have to have some kind of like, I'm gonna tell you right now about the first quarter of this film. Had no fucking idea what this movie was about.
No, me neither, dude. And that's what I said. It was a mind fuck because all right, so we have this guy named Saul. He's an artist, and
but that's not all he is. That's the wild part.
I mean, he basically has a genetic situation where his organs grow quicker than most people. So he doesn't want to keep them in. So he has this.
Well, no, he's not the only one. He's not the only one. That's actually right. The whole movie's premise is based around how would we react if humans started to evolve into something else, but we didn't. Like, let's say we were left behind the evolution, and other people we knew were starting to evolve into something else. Would we be like, oh, we can't let that happen?
Well, that was the whole premise. Like, there was a whole organization set up to stop
the evolution.
The evolution, because these people were able to eat plastics.
They were eating like buy waste products.
Yeah,
that's what they were doing, which would make sense.
Candy bars.
Think about it, right? No, but think about this. Think about the brilliance behind that evolution, right? We have a pollution problem, right? Because we have to put all our plastic waste everywhere. Well, what if we were genetically modified to be able to eat our plastic waste and all the toxic waste? We would never have to. We would literally alleviate all the toxic waste on our planet.
We wouldn't die of hunger. Hunger would be solved.
Oh, world hunger.
World hunger would be solved.
If it was evolution, if it required surgery, then people would still suck. But
that's the thing. A couple people in the movie had to get surgery for it to work that way. But we then meet the kid in the beginning. They was killed by his mother, who was suffocated.
He was a natural.
He was a natural. His internal system was already set up to digest synthetics. That's what they called it.
Yeah.
In the movie,
which I thought the concept itself was brilliant. But that's the thing. Brilliant? You don't really. It's brilliant. But here's the other thing. I love the constant twists in this movie. Like, you eventually find out that he's like a double agent. Like, he doesn't even like being like he's a double agent all the way up until the end, until he finds out that he's a natural. He's a natural person. Yeah, he's a natural plastic eater.
Throughout the whole movie, he struggles to eat.
Yeah.
Then he figures out at the end that he actually took one of those bars, ate it, and felt better.
Exactly. Okay? So it's like, it's fucking
what
wow.
The fuck? Dude, all right, the movie was filmed beautifully. That whole dark graffiti everywhere, houses like decrepit.
It's supposed to be it was supposed to be a post-apocalyptic kind of thing, but where it was filmed is actually quite interesting. I have it. I believe I have. Oh no, I have it in my notes. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me find that.
Like the actual filming location.
Yeah, the actual filming location. Yeah.
Interesting.
It was actually filmed in Athens, Greece.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where the film.
That's funny because some of the architecture, like when they were walking down the alleyways and stuff, kind of had that vibe to it. Yeah. Like that, like
very
like
old school kind of Renaissance-y kind of deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, the movie, fucking dude. Man, like.
And what the fuck was up with those beds? Those organic beds that he had to
everything was organic. Even the food chair was like organic. I don't understand. I don't understand it. That's the only thing I don't like is they never really explained what the hell the machines that they were using, like the beds, the autopsy bed, the eat machine, all that bullshit. They never explained them.
Yeah. And that's actually going to affect my score because I'm going to tell you right now, that's one of the biggest pet peeve I had about this movie was that the movie went in different directions, but a couple of those directions were never explained. And it just like, how did they get to the situation where they were in? I want to know.
As far as what?
You know what I mean? As far as like the time period, it was obviously.
Okay. I actually have some information on that. I actually looked.
You do?
Up. Yes.
Yeah, because.
Basically,
I mean, it looked like a decrepit world, but yet they were advanced. In some
ways. It's kind of dystopian. That's what they were trying to go for. It wasn't so much as post-apocalyptic. So nothing really drastic happened. What the movie's premise basically is evolution started to happen. People started developing. Well, okay, the first form of evolution that happened was the pain sensors and everybody went away.
Right, all that went away.
There's only a handful of people left that can actually still feel pain. Like that one doctor guy, he can still feel pain.
Still feel pain. And he says it's like a warning system. That's why he doesn't want to see it go away.
Exactly. Right. Which I mean, I totally agree because I mean,
agree.
Pain will, there's something wrong. Yeah, pain is going to stop you from basically killing yourself. Now, the thing is, like, the pain went away. So now, during the pain, well, in the evolutionary stage, pain was the first thing to go. After that, people started developing like extra organs and shit. Yep. And people started getting scared. At first, they thought it was a disease, but then it started getting out. There was more rampant, and then, of course, you started getting the plastic eaters that started coming in. So then they started getting these governments involved, basically to oppress them.
Yep.
And that's basically the world that they're in now, is because it's fear. They're afraid of the generation that's coming next.
Yep.
So
yeah, it was an organization. I had the name here somewhere, but
I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it was actually this organization who was, I'm guessing, put out to stop the evolution process.
Pretty much.
I mean, and
what's Vigo's character's name?
Well, Vigo's character was Saul.
Saul. That's basically which you don't know it until like a little bit through the movie that he's a double agent for them, and it's just like, what? Yeah. Okay, so he doesn't even like throughout the majority of the movie, he doesn't even like the fact that he can generate the organs. That's why he keeps ripping them out.
He keeps taking them out. Yeah, made a show out of it.
Yeah. Everybody else is amazed by it. He hates it, and he's trying to like expose all the hidden corporations. It's not until like close to the end where he sees the kid and all that other shit that he allows his natural shit to start happening. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he allows his organs to just stay in.
Yeah.
And take over. Yeah. I mean, and it wasn't a gory movie, but there was one gory kill, I thought, and that was with the drill back in the dude's head.
That caught me off guard. Here's the thing: like, I knew those chicks were definitely shady.
Oh, up to something, yeah, absolutely.
But I didn't expect the drill thing. That was some wild shit.
Before that, they killed the mechanic.
Did they kill the mechanic first?
Yeah, the mechanic came first. Oh yeah, that part came first.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't get in the timeline.
And that's where I got the idea, like, whoa. Because then you see them walking out of the building.
Yeah,
yeah.
That was like, oh, okay, they're basically okay. They're double. And you didn't know that they were working for the mom until the dad got it, and how he went. Wow, that was just. That's some. Why two? Why did they have to use two? Like one wasn't enough. Like, let's scramble his fucking brains with a power drill, but we're not going to use one. We're going to use two. Yeah.
Yep. Damn. One was the right. Yeah, because as soon as I noticed they were about to kill him, I was like, they're going to pull out a gun. They're going to pull out something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was going to be a gun. They were going to pop him. But then they pulled out the drill. I'm like, oh, no.
And let me ask you something. As soon as you start feeling a drill into your skull, aren't you in your behind going to move?
See, that's the thing. Okay, here's the wild part. No.
How was he numb?
No, you're not going to move. And this is the reality of it. This is fucked up. as a person who's actually injured themselves a couple times with those motherfuckers, once they get a grip on you, that's it.
I understand the drill starts pulling you in, right? But I don't know. I figured there would have been like a moment where he noticed something was like pressing.
I don't know, man. They put it, but see, that's the thing. They did it pretty quick. They went boom and that was it.
Yeah, I think they stabbed, then turned on.
Well, like, I mean, you do that. Like you bam, boom, and it's in. Like you're not fighting that. Like once that motherfucker gets a grip of your skull, it's it. It's in.
Yeah, it starts pulling you backwards. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it was nuts. Oh man, it was a pretty surprisingly, like if we had a gore meter for the quest, I would actually that scene the amount of that scene was great. Yeah. The amount of like, I mean, shit, they showed so much innards and all that other shit. I was like,
oh yeah, and it was all practical work too.
Yeah.
I mean, all this was like
this whole movie was practical, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, like, nuts as fuck, man.
I loved it, man. It's like, it was really, really surprising. And here's the thing, as far as Viggo goes, right? Mm-hmm. Viggo's got an interesting career for me. I've seen him in a lot of things. He's been in a lot of westerns, and I'm not really big on westerns. I like some, and I'm not really big on others. The first movie that I can ever recall liking him in was called The Prophecy. It was what's that fucking guy's name? I need more cowbell. Christopher Walken's. Christopher Walken plays Michael, I think. No, is it Michael? Like the Archangel Michael or some shit? And basically, it's about him like trying to kill humans and shit. Yada yada yada.
And I've never seen it.
It's really really good movie. They made like 3 of them. It's a really good horror movie. You should probably definitely see it. There's like 3 of them. I think they made more than 3, but there's only 3 with Christopher Walken's in it. But the very first one, Viggo's in, and Viggo plays the devil.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and he plays a really good devil because he talks. I mean, like one of the lines in the movies, he says something about like how I'd love to rip your guts out and just eat your innards and shit. And I'm like, wow, like.
I mean, but you look at his performance in this movie; it was superb.
Oh no, it was. Like, but then you go from this, like, okay, you go from this, the biggest role that I think he's had. Now, people can argue with this all they want. I don't know. I think this is his biggest role. His biggest role he's ever done was probably Lord of the Rings. Okay. He was because I mean, come on, Lord of the Rings, for fuck's sake. I mean, you can't get up. That's
probably his biggest title.
That's probably the peak of his career at that point, which he did amazing in. He did amazing in Lord of the Rings, and I loved he played an amazing role in all 3 films. And I haven't seen him in anything for a while, and then bam, this one pops up, and you know what? He's still got it. He's still got it. Very method acting. Very method acting.
Yeah. With the heavy breathing, they're choking all the time. Like it was.
You believed that he was sickly. You believed it. Like I actually thought he was a very decrepit person, and he was. I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah. Like, I thought a few times. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. I thought a few times his dick was going to fly out.
I don't know, dude. Like, it was amazing because they had nudity in this movie. They had sexual scenes. However, it was the modern sex.
Yeah, it's basically masochism sex. They cut each other and shit.
Yeah, there was one part where the doctor's assistant like started making out with him, and she was like digging in his mouth and everything.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm no good with the old sex. That's what he's saying.
I don't recall anybody ever digging in my mouth while having sex. That was weird. That was just weird.
I mean, it is what it is, right? Now
maybe she's into that. I don't know.
No, but there's like quite a few. Now, okay, I would have probably been impressed at this place. This is not the first time I've ever seen that actress's titties. The French chick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
I've seen it. She's actually been the first time I seen her. Well, actually, it's not the first time I've seen her. I've actually seen her in a long list of movies. She's actually in it. She's been around a long time too. I didn't realize it, but the last thing I remember her being is an actual video game that I like. It's called Death Stranding. And it has Morgan has Reedus in it and shit, and it's really, 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 really good. But that was the last time I seen her in anything.
She did the voice acting, or
no, it's body scan, like body scans.
Okay, yeah.
Like even Norman Reedus was actually in it. Like
now, let's bring up the producer because I heard that the producers didn't do anything since like 1999. Is that true?
Yeah. He was around. Yeah, he was around. He was really prominent in the earlier years. 90s. Yeah, and then disappeared for a while, and then came back for this. Did you know that the majority of people who went to go see this in theaters walked out?
Mm-hmm. I heard
they couldn't take it. It was too much for a lot of people.
Which that's weird. I heard that it was mostly a lot of religious people and things like that.
Religious people did it. Religious people did it. Also, skirmish people, like squeamish people. Like they
also, a lot of the media walked out. But if you knew the producer, like in the 90s, he did some gory shit like this too.
No, absolutely. This is kind of his MO. So
you're gonna go to a movie, all right, where the producer is obviously known for this type of things, and you're gonna walk out because you found it too disgusting.
It's
know that before you went in.
What's the thing? Do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework, and it was I heard that. Yeah, a lot of people walked out, especially religious people or
and
people
that's unfortunately like I'll get to this in a moment. This the unfortunate box office that it had. It did not.
Pretty sure
it did not make it did not make back its budget. Unfortunately,
I want to guess.
Okay,
okay. I'm gonna say.
Hold on. We'll go in order here. All right. So what do you think this movie's budget was?
Because of all the practical stuff, I know all that costs money. Sometimes even more than CGI, believe it or not.
CGI is actually cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper. So I'm going to say this was at least around a $10 million movie. At least.
Higher. It was actually at $27 million.
$27 million.
Yep, $27 million budget. Now, out of that 27, take a wild guess what its box office was.
This has been a trend. Well, this is like a sci-fi horror movie. It's banged together, I guess, somehow. Yeah. But I'm going to say, I mean, at least that's what some of the...
It's horror in the sense of gore, but it's not scary or anything.
No. I'm going to say it probably didn't make back even $4 million.
What would you say it is? What?
I would say it probably made back like $4 million.
4.6.
Okay, close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I started reading about people walking out and shit, I'm like, well,
that ruined that hurts its box office because people walk out and then other people don't go. It's the same reasons why horror films like Terrifier will never break box office.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Even though the last one actually did, the last one actually made a lot of money. But we're not going to go into that one. That's because people ain't bitches anymore. But whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this movie touched on odd ways of having sex and everything.
It touched on sexual deviancy, ethics, moralism. It touched on a lot of different things. You have to have some form of intellectualism in order to be able to finish this movie. Because if you don't have any form of intellectualism, you can actually get to the end of this and be like, I don't get it. I don't like it. And I can understand why a lot of people don't like this movie is because they don't get it.
I mean, even when the movie started, for me, it started off like, what the fuck am I watching?
Well, no, for about 30 minutes of the movie, I didn't understand shit.
Yeah, it goes from a sick man laying on a table, on a bed that moves.
Well, no, it doesn't even, because when it started out with the kid on the beach and the mom telling him not to eat anything. And you're like, what the fuck? Nothing. Then he goes in there and brushes his teeth. And then after he's brushing his teeth, he starts chomping on the fucking the bathroom basket.
Yeah, the waste basket.
Yeah, the waste basket. It's like, what the fuck? Like, okay.
Like, yeah, and then it goes into her calling her husband and whatever, come get your beast.
Yeah, after he fucking suffocated the kid, it's like, what the fuck is this goddamn fucking shit? What am I watching?
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah. I'm like, okay, cool.
And it's one of these movies that you have to listen to the dialogue, because if you're just looking for things to happen, this movie started slow.
Very slow.
Yeah, very slow. So you have to concentrate more on the dialogue than what's happening.
But here's the thing. We've actually talked about this before, about movies that started off slow. The thing about this film is that, yes, it started off very slow, but it was so fucking engaging and weird that you were like, okay, I don't know what's happening, but I need to know what's happening. So you just keep watching. It's like watching movies. Some shit on the internet that you shouldn't watch. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, you go in the dark web and see something you shouldn't.
It's like, you shouldn't be watching it, but you need to see it through. Like, that's what it is.
If you go into this movie with knowing that you're going to have to listen carefully to the dialogue and look at the surroundings, because to me, the bed caught my attention right away. Like, what the fuck is he laying in? Looked like a cocoon at first.
Unfortunately, that's the problem with this one is you're never really going to understand that.
No, they didn't go into none of that. And then
they don't explain it.
Yeah, they had the autopsy table that the two other girls like fell in love with, and got naked on, and remember, and laid in and shit.
Yeah, no, I fucking, I don't know. I don't understand it entirely. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it.
It's understandable. It's a world where things are happening to the human body, and there's an organization out there that wants to stop it, and people are eating plastic, and there's a whole lot of fucking cut up sex going on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the cool things that I liked, really, like artistically wise, about this, one of the scenes was the ear guy.
Oh yeah,
that whole scene with the dancing and shit.
Epic, yeah.
That whole scene was like very cyberpunky.
It was
like weird, like it was just like
with like ears coming out of his forehead, his
everywhere. Like, and none of them worked. They were all cosmetic. Somebody was he just thought it would be cool. Yeah, he just thought it would be cool to just put a bunch of ears all over his body. Which whatever. I mean, hey, to each his own.
I mean, you got body modifiers out there by the millions.
Well, see, that's the thing. Shit like this doesn't bother me because I've actually in real life, I've actually known plenty of people who've done this stuff.
Oh yeah,
implants and all that bullshit. Like I've known people who've done that. So watching a movie about people who are doing like body modification doesn't bother me. It's like
even
why would it bother me?
Even in our time, there's people out there that go through pain because to them it's pleasurable. You know what I'm saying?
I've known.
They get all the modification and
I've been in a few relationships that I won't speak of that I had to leave because
way too much. But
I don't really think like I have a really high ceiling of shit. But again, I do have a cutoff limit, you know. It's like,
dude, you got more than me because as soon as I see a knife introduced to the bed, peace.
Well, no, I don't do that shit. You do like you can't even ask like you know how like in some situations you can be like, all right, I'll do it to you, but you can't do it to me. No, we don't even do that. Like no
way.
Leave it out.
I'm a big Christian when it comes to that. No pain.
I don't mind pain to a certain degree. It's just like certain things, like there's chicks out there who are like, hey, put a gun in my mouth while you're doing it. Like, no, I'm not. Absolutely not.
That shit goes off. I'm gonna go in for life or murder. No.
Exactly.
I think ahead. That's the thing. I think ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not built for prison, man. It's not happening.
No. This sexy ass needs to, stay outside. Stay out.
Exactly. But I don't know, man. Like I will say this. I will actually say this, and this will probably turn a lot of people off. It's a very artistic film.
Oh, very.
I think it is. I think it's very.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I appreciate it.
Very beautifully designed. Like, even the gory scenes were beautiful.
Absolutely. It felt like watching. You know what it felt like watching? It felt like watching. You know, how, like everybody likes to say that theater is like the peak of acting.
Oh
right?
yeah, the epitome of it.
Yeah, it's like if you want to be like a real uppity acting person, like you do theater, which don't
you
get me wrong.
Have done theater.
This felt like something that could have been in theater.
Yeah,
it was very artistic, but it was very. I don't know. I guess you have to have thick skin to watch this movie, which I do. So
it is. I mean, a lot of people said in the reviews that it was gory, and I really
was
didn't like gore.
It was gory as far as like them showing all the.
The
mutilation and shit and everything.
But
you got to remember something. It
was artistically gory. You understand what I'm saying?
It was, but you also have to understand this. You and I, we are what's that? Desensitized. Yeah, very desensitized. Yeah. So we have to understand, like a lot of people that would watch this movie, but
maybe I can see, like somebody who's never seen a movie like this.
Like, for example, I can tell you right now. With the whole like chick like basically giving head to his open stomach wound.
Yeah, dude.
That would fuck people up. They'd be like, like I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, okay, it was wild. Don't get me wrong. I appreciated it. But
that was one of the most memorable scenes because I didn't expect it.
I mean, well, I'm surprised.
I got on her knees. I figured something was going to happen like that, but
I thought she was going to blow him, but then
I thought she was going to whip out the pipe and go to town.
That's what I said. I thought Vigo's piece was going to fall out a few times. I'm just saying because there was a lot of nudity in this movie, and I'm like, oh, is Vigo? Vigo's going to be the only one that doesn't have it, and he did. So lo and behold, he's the only one that was like, nope, not having it.
Him and his assistant, what was her name? Caprice.
Caprice.
Yeah, Caprice. I mean, and that was another thing. The machines, right, that they laid in, moved with that one thing in their chest that they had, like that little controller thing.
Yeah, the little, the little, like, it's basically a autopsy machine. That
It was. Yeah.
And it cuts you open and shit, and that's what they like.
And that's where him and her had sex in one.
Yeah. Which again, I thought that's where it was going to fall out, and it didn't.
No, it was just cutting each other up. Yeah.
No. Then of course you had the two chicks and laying in there. You know that.
Yep.
That was memorable. That was very memorable.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna remember that one. I'm gonna be screenshotting that later on. Just saying. If you're gonna put this shit in a movie, don't expect me to go, ooh, you know, like what the fuck? Like,
expect people to screenshot it.
You can't get mad at that, all right? Like, you knew what you were doing, all right? You knew what the fuck you were doing. Don't give me it's art. Yeah, it's art. It doesn't mean that it's not sexy art.
Yeah. Art comes in many different shapes and forms.
If you think once upon a time people used to beat it to paintings.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's go even further back. Yeah, caveman beating it off the stick figures on the rock walls.
Hell yeah. Yeah, well, Egyptians, you don't think they were beating it off to those...
Yeah, those fucking hieroglyphics and shit.
Hieroglyphics and shit.
I mean, they were getting it down dirty and shit over the pyramids and shit while they were painting them. Some of those paints on those walls is nuts. You know the people that were painting the really graphical shit on the walls, full mass.
Yep.
While they were doing it, just straight out, just full on.
The entire time. Yep.
Just full mass, just the whole time. And you walk by like, hey, Imhotep, good.
Hey, have you ever seen some of those Roman art?
Yeah. But see, but here's the thing: you can't really go into Rome and Greece because Rome and Greece were both known for that. That was kind of their thing.
Oh yeah.
Like nobody, there was. Here's the thing: like you'd have like it's known. It's actually known that like in gladiator arenas and shit, guys would actually like fuck other dudes just to pump them up.
Oh my god!
Straight up, like that was a thing they did. And it's like what?
Remember Spartacus, the TV show? Didn't go into all that.
Yeah. That was a thing. There was no like nobody was gay, dude. Everybody just did whatever they wanted. You know, it was whatever. That's why they say when in Rome. You know, that's what they say. So
life is weird. So because it was obviously, I guess, in some ways accepted back then how come we reverted to not accepting it now in the 21st century?
Do you really want the answer to that? I mean, I can give you the controversial answer of why why all that shit changed. Christianity.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's what changed it all. Romans were pagan before they were pagan before Christianity came in. Same thing with Greece and so forth and so on. What changed all their like sexual deviant behavior and everything was Christianity.
I guess it was
the Roman Catholic. It was Catholicism and shit like it. It was the Roman Catholic Church and all that shit.
What do they call those? What do they call those religions? Abrahamic or whatever, like Muslim, Christianity,
Semitic.
Yes.
But here's the thing. That's if you speak in the terms of it would have been more of Catholicism, because or Judaism too. But like Muslim and shit like that didn't come till much later. Okay. So they were already converted by then. Like so, the Romans and Greeks and shit like that they were done playing hide the pokey hole.
Hide the pokey hole. Yeah,
they were done playing hide the pokey hole by that time.
Yeah, did he want to do that no more?
No.
By the way, all hate mail his way.
Yeah,
he said it. All right.
Yeah, that's just facts. That's exactly what that's what killed the party. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what killed the party.
Yep.
But no, I don't know. I really actually appreciated this movie. I'm actually surprised. You know what? I wanted to say this to you in a text. I kind of did, but I didn't want to say it. I wanted to applaud you for this one. This was a really good find. Really good find. You found a good one there.
Yeah, and I'm glad we chose it because I have found two, and we narrowed it down, and boom.
The other one, I won't say it here on the show because we may or may not do it.
We may or may not do it later, yeah.
I have low with the other one. It wasn't that I wasn't willing to watch it. If you would have picked it, I would have watched it. But I'm not as interested in it because it's a very generic sci-fi film.
It is. It's been done. Absolutely.
It is. Yeah. I've seen it all. It's just okay. I mean, it looks fun, but
I'm glad I did not choose it.
Yeah. This one, I'm glad this one was the pick. Because this is a very obscure film.
When I send it to you, I even told you I even used these words. I have a good movie, and then I have a weird fucking movie I want you to look at. And I'm glad we decided to choose the weird fucking looking movie.
Yeah, no, that's why I said, like, when I watched the trailer for it, I was like, okay, do you want to go with the fairly generic sci-fi film? Because that's what it is. It's a safe
or
bet.
let's do something odd or weird.
Let's take a chance on something, and that's what we did. We took a chance on it. I'm glad we did.
And that's what we're gonna do for now on, man. Every time we find a fucked up looking movie, we're just gonna take the chance.
Take the chance, man. Because I'm surprised, man. Like,
yeah, man.
I'm surprised I've never really, like, because again, I am a fan of a couple actors and actresses in this film, and I'm surprised I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, because it came out in what, 22?
22, yeah. It's not old. It came out recently.
Yeah, it's not old, but it's also not new, so I'm surprised I've
what was
heard
it?
of it,
I actually have that. It actually wrapped up in it was finished filming in August. It was finished filming around August of 2021.
Okay.
But it wasn't released at that time. I believe it came out in 2022. I cannot remember when it got released, but it finished filming in August. So you got to remember, it came out in 22. It was like probably towards like the first or beginning of second quarter.
Yeah, I remember a lot of these movies take a year or two to finalize. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I think it was like probably the beginning of second quarter of 2022, probably around like Mayish or something. I can't remember.
And, another part that fucked me up was when she called her husband. Remember the girl that suffocated the child, right? Yeah. He pulled out this big ass like 1980s fucking phone.
Right? Yo, that was some old school phone shit. Uh-oh.
What the fuck am I watching? I thought this was supposed to be a sci-fi film, and then the movie just took you everywhere.
Yeah, it's so weird. And you're thinking, oh, maybe this is a flashback or something. No,
maybe that's what I thought.
That's the thing. It wasn't. It was so weird.
It was current.
Yeah. I will say, I don't know how the rest of it looked, but that house in the beginning looked beautiful. At least from what I could understand. The beach house.
The beach house, yeah.
Like not the internal part. The inside of it looked slummy as shit, but the outside of it looked nice.
Yeah, it was a beachfront type property. Yeah, so it was nice. The boy playing out there and shit.
Yeah.
But then they get to Saul's and whatever her name's house, wherever they're staying.
He's like living in a bunker or some shit.
Yeah, or some look like a castle, or I don't know. Yeah. It was some weird.
But I mean, again, it's Greece, so I mean, they got structures like that.
They do.
I don't know. I just, all in all, I don't know, man. I'm quite surprised with it. It's definitely, I will go this. It's not for everybody. Again, you have to have an intellectual mindset of some kind. You don't have to be like a fucking like hardcore intellectual.
You don't got to be whatever the smartest person in the world.
No,
but you have to be able to
you have to be able to analyze and deduce shit. Yeah. If you lack the ability to watch and listen to a story and lack the ability to deduce on an intellectual level, then this is not something you need to get into.
You go into this movie where you have to understand that you're going to have to listen carefully and decipher things.
Exactly.
If you don't go in with that attitude, you're not going to enjoy this movie because it's
very dialogue heavy movie. This is not an action. I will tell you, like I know a lot of people who are not into movies that don't have, like, a lot of people didn't like V for Vendetta or a lot of people, and I loved V for Vendetta, but a lot of people didn't like that. What was the cyberpunk one? Blade Runner. Both Blade Runners. A lot of people didn't like that because it's very dialogue heavy. I loved it. It's a story over the action. And that's what this is. It's a very story driven movie.
Like you said earlier, it was almost like a theater piece.
It is. It's like a theater piece. Exactly.
Remember Sweeney Todd? Like not the same vibe, but kind of like
scratch the musical, which I did enjoy. Musical part. I don't even like. Great. Again, here's the thing. I don't like musicals. I've only ever really liked a few of them.
This one got
Sweeney Todd, and Repo the Genetic Opera. Those are two that I actually did enjoy, but I'm not really big in the musicals. That's why I'm glad.
I've never seen the one you just mentioned, but Sweeney Todd was great.
Repo the Genetic Opera. I'm gonna have to find that.
Send me that.
It's an older movie, but it's a really fucking. It's a shot out film. It's a shot out fucking film. But it's like Sweeney Todd, so it's a musical.
Yeah.
A lot of gore and shit in it though. A lot of gore. But yeah, no, this movie's not for everybody. I enjoyed it. I'm actually quite pleased that it was put in our list. Yeah, absolutely. I recommend it for people who like a weird, something different. And that's here's the other thing too, right? Like, this is different.
Absolutely.
Like, this isn't like your typical shit. This is different.
Sci-fi or even a horror movie. This is at a whole new level. I'm actually say that this movie is You have to have.
It wasn't the
some,
best. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit there.
Said,
I know we're going to sit here and make it sound like this is like, oh my god, it's the best movie I've ever. No, it's not. By no means is this not like the best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's not a blockbuster. You know what I mean? That's what people like to say. You know, is it a blockbuster? No.
But it is a really good movie to watch.
Is it an intellectual movie that makes you open up and think? Yeah, absolutely. If you're into that, then yeah, definitely.
I appreciate the fact that this one got picked. And like again, I was actually kind of bummed because I'm like, man, you know, we've had a banger already. We've had some really good ones, and then we had some real stinkers too. And I'm like, all right, you know, what are we gonna do? Like, and here we are, you know, like.
Yeah, we found that one needle in the haystack somehow.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I appreciated this movie. I appreciate Viggo's acting too. Like everybody, actually, you know what? Everybody, believe it or not. And here's the thing: I'm usually very funny about foreign films because this was a foreign film. Mm-hmm. Not the foreign in the sense of language, but it was a lot of foreign actors. I think Viggo. I think Viggo Mortensen was Viggo and what's her name? Kristen Stewart.
The doctor's assistant was American.
They're the only two in this film that were American. Everybody else was like either British or from Greece, or I think there were some Canadian people in here too, so forth and so on. So it was definitely a foreign film, and I'm usually very picky about them because they can either be good. I'm not saying that foreign people can't make movies, but they have a different entertainment than we do, I guess.
Well, they do, and a lot of the times, like the humor's
it's like British. It's like British shit. Like British for me is either hit or miss. I can either enjoy British, like for example, you get movies like Legend or what else is that? Peaky Blinders and shit like that, right? I can get into that, right? But then there's other shit that I can't get into that's British. You know, it's not that it's bad; it's just not for me. But this, like I said,
slightly different, you know.
But this definitely being targeted to more of a foreign demographic, I actually enjoyed it. Everybody's acting was on par. You know, nobody broke character. Very artistic, very beautiful camera captures, artwork, and so forth and so on. Like
gore was beautiful. Gore,
yeah,
you know,
everything.
How many times you say that? You know, like gore, beautiful.
No, and the fact this is a Viggo Mortensen film. If I can sit here and say that a Viggo Mortensen film is very artsy, I'm not saying that he's a bad actor. He's a good actor, but he's not the type of actor I ever actually intentionally see as being a artsy actor. So the fact that this is a very artsy film, I guess you would say, bravo to him, bravo to everybody in the cast. Yeah, like I appreciated it. I absolutely appreciated it.
Yeah.
And you know the amount of nudity was much appreciated too. You know,
absolutely, and it was done well. It wasn't like all over the movie, but it wasn't out of the movie. It was put in there elegantly.
It was put in the sense that I didn't have to pause it.
Yeah.
it meant there, right? So I was like, I wasn't going, ooh. It was like, okay, that's happening, right? Now afterwards, I'm like, I had to rewind and go take a look. You know, it's whatever.
Take a look again, or whatever.
Yeah. But during, I didn't have to pause it.
Yeah, they were perfect scenes. They were miniature scenes, by the way. They're not like
it wasn't
very small. They weren't dragged out or nothing. They were just in there elegantly.
Even the what you would call new sex scenes, if you would say. They were done in a very artistic way, which is weird. You don't see that in movies very often. Like it was very odd because I don't want to say it's tasteful, right? Because I mean, obviously they're doing weird shit, but if you look past the weird shit that they're doing, it's actually very tasteful. It meant there.
Yeah, I mean,
it meant to be there. It needed to be there. It helped the story move along.
It helped it. Yeah, I mean, because the movie obviously focused on the new sex, which was painless. I guess sex took over the pain.
It was body it was body modification and what's the word I'm looking for? Body mutilation.
Yeah, body mutilation.
Because if you remember, like you were walking past that one, and the one person's sitting there just like sawing into the one person's leg, and they're just like, it's sawing into my leg. Like,
it was
cutting their ankle and shit.
Cuts in her head, right?
Yeah,
and her face.
Yeah, she's getting her ankle fucking up. Yeah. Like what?
Oh, like ooh.
Got gills and shit cutting her face.
Like jizzing all over the place. You know.
I'm like, okay, I mean, you know, again,
whatever.
I get it, but Again, also I understand why other people couldn't handle this movie because, it is what it is. Yeah. But to each his own. Like I said, this is not a movie for everybody. This is for if you are thick-skinned, you like weird shit, and you enjoy a good weird story that keeps you engaged. It's definitely worth it. I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
It's for a certain type of audience only.
But you know what time it is?
Whoop, whoop. Rating time.
Rating time. That's exactly what time it is. So, for the people who are watching this for the first time, I'm going to be very brief because, we've been doing this long enough to where I don't want to sit here and go on a 5-minute rant on what we do. You can go, if you really want the in-depth shit, go into our other podcast way back in the very beginning of it. And I actually would sit there for 5 minutes explaining it. I don't do that no more. I just give you the brief.
We got a couple new numbers on the YouTube.
Oh, I've looked at some other shit outside of that too. Yeah. We've been getting some pretty good hits. But yeah,
which is greatly appreciated.
Oh, much appreciated. Much appreciated. I can't wait till we actually get around to some other projects. But yeah, with that said, we are going into our scoring system, and what we do for the first 3 things is we rate a 1 through 5 star. 1 through 5 star on 3 different categories. That is acting, story, and production. If it is below a 1 star, we give it a noble pile. If it's above a 5 star, we give it a noble seal of approval. If everything checks out, we move on to the final, which is the overall scoring, which is a 1 through 10. Not stars, just 1 through 10. And of course, the other parts are in effect, which is noble pile and noble seal. Below a 1, noble pile. Above a 10, noble seal. So with that said, let's get into the scoring. So what do you give the acting of this film?
The acting was excellent. I didn't see nothing that I could say, So I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Okay, 4.5.
4.5. It was definitely decent.
Well, I was gonna say, what's your justification of your 4.5?
Another big child actor, though he had a little scene.
Oh, that scene! Forgot to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
There was a scene that probably shouldn't have been in this movie. I'm just saying.
Oh, with the kid being cut up and everything. Yeah.
Not just that. There was some body parts that shouldn't have been in there. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That was weird. I kind of felt very uncomfortable. That's probably the only thing that made me feel uncomfortable about this film.
Little tough, so
whatever. But we'll let you discover that one. But yeah, so you give it 4.5.
4.5, yeah.
Okay. I actually will overdo you on this one. I will give it a 5.
Right.
I will give it a 5.
Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely give it a 5. I think everybody did a bang up job. Which here's the thing: if you can keep me engaged, if I start watching a film, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm watching, and I'm so confused about 30 to 40 minutes into the film, but I'm still watching, that means you've got me engaged. So
you're doing something right.
Yeah. And I've said it a billion times. You do not need a good budget. You do not need a big budget to make good acting and good storytelling. You don't.
Absolutely not.
Production, sure, but acting and story, you do not need a big budget. So the acting in this, superb acting. Loved it. 5 star for that one. All right. So moving on, we go to the story. What do you give the story rating?
The story was amazing to me. I don't think I've seen like a story wind up like this into something so well done. The story is a 5 to me.
Okay.
I've never seen it done, and I don't think I ever will. And let's say do something with this movie farther.
I don't think they're going to do another. I don't think they're going to do anything with this further, especially with the bomb in the budget. I don't think they're ever going to do it.
It's hard to find a story that's 100% unique, and I think this was.
No, this absolutely was. And that is a reason why I will actually give the story the score that I did. I will also give it a 5.
Yeah.
Because it's like you said, it's very rare that you can see really good stories, but you're like, yeah, it's been done before, but it was done good in this one. No, this, it felt similar to some other stuff, but the story, no. Body horror, as they call it, it's been done, sure. But the story that they were telling, pretty unique, very unique.
Yeah.
So I did very much appreciate that. So
this producer gets a
absolutely. So moving on to production, what do you give the production?
Loved it from the beginning to the end. Even when people were being cut open and everything, I thought it was beautiful. Okay, definitely a 5.
Okay, see, it's the one where I can't match you.
Okay.
I didn't hate the production of the film. I just wasn't blown away with it. It was good. But I've seen, I mean, it's practical, but I've seen better. I'm not giving it a super low score. I'm giving it a 4.
Okay.
The reason why is because it was good, but it wasn't like the scenery wasn't like they didn't spend a lot of money on making the environment world, like.
Yeah, I think what this movie is that even the gore and its surrounding all work together and everything. You know what? Yeah. It just, I don't know. It just stood out to me.
No, and that's the thing. Like I won't even try to discredit your 5. I wasn't blown away by I was more blown away by other stuff. The production was good. It wasn't bad. Like the soundtrack was great. Camera work was great. The practical effects were good. They were good. They just, and of course, if I'm going to be fair, it wasn't like the greatest thing I've seen. So 4 seems fair for me.
4's fair, definitely.
Yeah. So with that said, I think we should move on to our overall. What do you give the overall ranking of Crimes of the Future?
A noble.
Wow.
A noble.
Holy shit. I actually thought me and you were going to be on different ends of the stick. I will not give it a noble. I will not give it a noble. It was a good movie. By all means, I would love to sit here and say I could give it a noble. I can't. If I'm going to be fair and pick apart at it and all, and be the stickler that I usually am. Because one of us got to do it. I mean, we're talking. I'm gonna always bring this up. I'm talking to you here, and you are the same person who gave a noble seal to Mandy.
Absolutely.
For production.
Mandy had not the same feel, obviously, because this is a totally different.
Yeah, totally different movie.
Artistry that went into Mandy, in my opinion, was
totally no. It was good, but I don't think it was a seal. But whatever.
Definitely a seal.
Point is,
seal for that and noble seal for this.
I will not argue your seal for this one though. I will always and forever argue your seal for the production of Mandy. Of all things, like you could have given it a seal for the acting. You could have given it a seal for hell, even the story. But the production was like, what the fuck? Did we watch the same movie? but no, I won't argue with your seal on this one. I can't give it a seal, but I won't argue your seal. I will give it a 9. I will give it a 9. I will give it a 9. I will give it, which, to be fair, that is probably the second highest score I've given. I think at this point on this show.
On this particular show, yeah.
So 9. I'm like that. I think it deserves it. I can't give it any higher than that for picking reasons. Like I said, there was plot holes. There's a little bit of plot holes. There was one part. I know it's artsy, but there was one part that actually did make me feel uncomfortable. There was with the little kid, and I'm like, didn't need to be in there. I mean, I don't know. You could have put a blanket on him or something.
We had the same moment with another movie. Remember when they showed the little baby? I forget the name.
Yeah, that was actually in this one. That was shit. It was the one with Pattinson in it.
Yeah. They showed the little baby's like full vagina.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's pretty much exactly the same kind of. It made me feel really, and that's another reason why I can't give it a 10 for that. It made me like was it necessary?
Definitely cringe. But I'm gonna
cringe that.
I'm gonna just drop it off to art. You know what I mean? Like
I get it, but it's just like there's. There was that. Of course, there's plot holes like the machines. They never explained why the machines were organic looking and shit. Didn't like that.
But I'm thinking that for me, I would have loved to learn about it, but it wasn't such an important part of the movie that I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean?
I will tell you one thing that was an important part of the film that they never fucking explained. That does affect my score. The eating machine. Because the way that the eating machine works is it's supposed to react to your nervous system. The more it moves, the more it reacts to if you're having pain.
Your food goes down and everything.
Yeah. So I'm like, because the whole point I did read in the director notes for it that the point of what the director was doing, like the machine was never malfunctioning, like when he was in it, because it was actually trying to show you through the whole movie how, because he can't feel pain, but how much pain he's actually in, because the machine's moving all over the place. It's actually dictating and showing you his nervous system. So that was the director's tricky way of basically trying to show you from the beginning of the movie that something's wrong.
What was weird to me a little bit too was that even from the beginning, she emphasized that they were machine because of him having a sleepless night or whatever it was. She said she was going to call in and get it upgraded or whatever. So we know they're machines, but why did he make them look organic?
That's what I'm saying. Like every machine is organic. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
They look like they're, I don't know. I just don't understand it. It's not, I don't know. That was a big weird one for me. Like I said, that kind of dropped it because it was a plot holes, and I do like the fact that they gave a conclusion, but again with the kid scene that hurt a little bit too. So that's, like I said, that's the only reason I like. There's a reason, small little reasons why I can't give it a higher score than 9, but like again, it is the second highest score that I've given on this show so far. So.
Beautiful. Yep.
But yeah,
definitely love this movie.
No, absolutely. I do highly recommend it to people who have a spine, for one, who can
have one,
who have a spine, who have a strong stomach, and also have some form of an intellectual mindset.
You have to, because you have to sit back and analyze this movie, absolutely. What they're saying and what you're seeing.
You have to absorb everything and deduce
especially
everything.
What they're saying.
If you just go into it like where's the action at, where's the cool shit at, then you're not gonna like it. If you want the boom boom and the pow pow and all that bullshit, go watch a Michael Bay film. This is not a Michael Bay film. Good film.
I don't want to offend anybody, but I'll say this is more for more intellectual people.
It is.
I really do think. Yeah.
I take back. Okay, I will add to what you say as an intellect. It's for intellectually weird people.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah, I mean,
because you got to really have an interest in some weird shit to like. I get it. I'm a weird son of a bitch, so I can watch some weird shit.
The weirder to me, the better.
Absolutely.
That's how I mostly go into most movies.
I don't want to watch like pointless. Like, and I'm gonna be wrong. I can sit down and watch a pointless action movie if I know that that's what I'm going in for. But what I really, really enjoy is shit that is. I'm gonna remember this film for a while.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be something I'm going to remember because it's different. It challenged me. It made me, like, I'm sitting through it and I'm like, do I understand this? Do I like this? I'm had to think about it.
Yeah.
So, and I appreciate that. I appreciate art. That's what art's supposed to do. Art's supposed to challenge you. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable.
It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. It's supposed to bring into you many emotions.
Absolutely.
Uncomfortable, happiness.
That's not to say
joy,
that the mindless shit isn't good. Like if you're in the mood for mindless shit, you can watch like your boom boom pow pow movies. I love the Marvel movies and the DC movies and all that shit. I'm never gonna watch a DC and Marvel movie and go and be blown away, right? I'm gonna be like, it was a good movie, it was a good story. Sure, I love all that, but I'm never gonna go, oh my god, my life has changed, right? I'm gonna think this when you watch movies like this. You're like, it's like okay, for example, like I could go back. I don't know if you've ever seen Inception, right?
Inception, yeah. When they went inside of the machine,
inside of the dreams or something. Yeah, it's like a lot of people don't like that movie because of the ending. I don't fully get the ending either. I'm not going to sit here and be the first person to tell you, oh, the ending was about this. No, but I can tell you what I think the ending was about because I've deduced the movie and I thought about the movie and I beat it down. Right? A lot of people don't like that because they have to think about it. They don't want to have to like think and shit like that. They just want the answer, and that's cool. I'm not saying people are wrong for that.
That's fine. There are plenty of movies for that.
There's plenty of movies there. But this type of movie is for people who like to not because this movie doesn't give you the answer at the end either. Like it does and it doesn't. It makes you think about it. The only thing we learn is
that he's able to eat the plastic, so now his organs are developing to what everybody
But you still have to assume what comes next. Yeah. You have to come up with your own conclusions to it. You have to think about it. You're by the end of the movie, you're like, okay.
Well, which kind of puts him in a pinch because he's kind of like he is what the organization don't want people to become.
Well, that's the reason why he walked away from the guy at the end.
Yeah,
he was like, I'm basically done.
He's done.
Yeah, so I don't know. I appreciate it. I thought this was a great movie. Again, I applaud you for the pick.
Yeah.
I think we're 1-1 for this one because I picked one that was the bomber. I'm not. We won't say no names because I don't know which order these are going to be in.
Yeah.
But I definitely picked a bomb, and now you have. So I think we're 1-1 on this.
We're even. I think we're good.
Yeah. So all in all, like I said, I think this is absolutely worth the watch. Right now, it is currently on Hulu. It's on Hulu. So if you now, okay, to be fair, do I recommend a rent? No, because here's the reason why I don't recommend a rent. I don't recommend a rent because this is a really hard film to say you're going to like, or I liked it, but who's to say that, yeah, you might be into some weird shit, but this movie you might not like. So I would say stream it. Don't rent it.
Yeah, I would say find a way to stream it. And you know, it's already a year old, almost a year and a half or more. But so honestly, you'd be getting ripped off if somebody wants you to pay for it. But
absolutely. So if you find this on your stream, like right now, as of this recording, it's on Hulu. If you're watching this later on in time, find out where it's at.
Yeah, I think it's also on that Freevee Amazon thing.
Is it on Freevee?
Yeah, I believe it is. But obviously, watch on Hulu, no commercials. Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, no, I guess Freevee. Is there a paid version of Freevee?
No, it's something that they actually just. I think they have that for the so that you don't have to rent it. You know what I mean? So you don't have to pay for it.
Which is weird because that whole service comes with the paid subscription you already have. But whatever.
So that's what I understand. So they have like a freebie thing, and then they have the Prime.
Yeah, because you can't. Here's the thing: you can't get Amazon Prime Video without actually having Amazon Prime. So you've already paid for it. So what the fuck?
So why did they have the little freebie thing? I think those are the movies that they need to make money with advertising with.
I've only watched one movie on there on Freevee that was worth it. That was Terrifier.
Yeah, I know.
You watched it on the good one because that was when we got the service.
One,
yeah, that was before we had.
And on the other show we watched that vampire movie. Remember that?
Fucking that movie. Cool. The fact that that's in our catalog is.
I'm embarrassed. I picked it.
It didn't make it into our top 10, but.
Yeah, of course not. Hand in the sand type embarrassment, you know.
Hurts my damn soul. Makes me soft.
Yeah, it definitely
makes me real soft.
I have bumps on my head right now.
Exactly. So it's its own version of a disease. But yeah, I think it's that time for us to get the fuck out of here.
All right. I really enjoyed this conversation, bro. This was a good movie, man.
No, it was. I'm like, again, I will say it. You know, bravo on the pick. Definitely a good one.
Bravo to me.
Yep, that was this one definitely goes to you. I will make sure you know that this is a very sleeper pick. That's what we call this. It was a sleeper pick because you watch the trailer and you're like, what the fuck am I about to watch?
Oh yeah, yep.
And then you watch it and you're like,
a movie that
wow.
you have in your, you know, if you have a library, which I wish I did, I used to, but a library of movies, you know, back when the DVDs were, and that's the one somebody goes like, what is that about? And you'll enjoy explaining it.
Yeah,
you
want to talk to them about it, exactly.
You want to talk about this movie.
Absolutely. No, yeah. I appreciate this one. This one is, if we did a top 10, I can honestly say this. I mean, obviously by our scores, I would know this. But if we were to do a top 10 for this, which we're not, but if we were to do a top 10 for this one, it would definitely make the top 10.
It would definitely be on top.
I don't. It would be close to the top. If not, you know, it would definitely. We already have, like I said, we already have some bangers, but this is definitely up there with the bangers.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think we had a good show. I think I appreciate this one. Good pick. Do you want to have anything to say to the people before we get the fuck out of here?
As always, don't drink and drive. Live long and prosper.
Drink and drive.
and if you're gonna have sex, put a condom on, unless you know.
Oh, that's boring.
But I mean, it is boring. But you don't want AIDS.
Okay.
You don't want. You know.
Okay. Here you go. I'll rebuttal. Okay.
Yeah. Rebuttal.
Are you saying with randoms or with a person that you know?
If you're walking down the alley and you meet a hot chick and she wants you to bang her.
Oh no, there's a condom.
Go ahead, use a condom.
Yes. but if you know who you're with, then you know, raw dog the shit out of it.
Yeah. Just back alley sex, cover yourself.
Just know when to, you know.
Especially if it's back alley butt sex.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That gets messy. It's like a Big Mac in a dirty alleyway. It's just
a Big Mac. You ruined the Big Mac for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
A Big Mac.
But yeah, go on. Say your farewell so we get the fuck out of here.
All seriously, guys, enjoy your weekend. I'm sure I will. And live long and prosper, like always.
All right, sounds good.
And listen to Synth Pop Radio. We've been getting some nice numbers over there.
Well, always. But yeah, guys, get over on Synth Pop Radio. You'll hear shit like this, and you'll hear good music as well. So get over there. That's you'll find that in, of course, the URL that you see on screen here. If you're an audio listener, that is linktr.ee/NOBULL_GI. That is linktr.ee/noble_GI. That will be everything you need. Everything there.
Yep. Everything is there.
If you're a visual watcher and you're watching this on YouTube or Rumble or so forth and so on, then you see it all on screen. Get to it. It's very important. But with that said, guys, okay, it is that time of the night, and I will bid you farewell. As VC said, have a great weekend, and we will see you when we see you. Peace out, peeps.
Peace.